Police here are furious at the antics of two students who hitched a late-night ride on an articulated truck. The Dunedin pair hoped to get home to their flat just a few city blocks away. Instead, they ended up nearly 300 kilometres away. John McDermott has the story.
Tough walking.
They'd enjoyed a lively night out at the pub. Now the two 19-year-old Polytech students were looking to hitch a ride home.
And there was a two-trailer truck just parked at the lights, ready to turn right and head up north, so something to avoid here. Thought that'd be the best option, really.
Without the driver's knowledge, the pair jumped onto the narrow platform between the two trailers, a space similar to this one.
There was a wall coming down here of the other trailer, and we were able to sit down like we are doing now.
And sit they did. Even a brief stop at traffic lights in Timaru wasn't enough time to jump off. Their trip began at 2 a.m, a 4.5 hour, near 300-kilometre joyride, and was anything but joyful. Passing motorists who saw the boys phoned the startled truck driver, who in turn phoned Ashburton police.
We warned them for getting on the truck because it was a very dangerous thing to do and very silly.
The pair know they were lucky to escape prosecution.
They didn't actually get into that. I think we were that cold and that sorry and that sort of disappointed in a bit of a predicament, and they thought, oh well, I'll give you a warning.
The students aren't the first to pull the stunt.
Oh, I've done it a few times, but not as far as Ashburton.
And these joyriders say they're in no hurry to try it again.
Well, something to tell the grandkids about.
Yeah, definitely a story for the grandkids.
John McDermott, One News.
Two Dunedin students got a nightmare ride when they hid on board a truck stopped at traffic lights. They perched on the towing assembly linking the truck to its trailer unit and planned to jump off again just a couple of blocks down the road. Instead, the truck took them on a freezing cold 290-kilometre trip to Ashburton.
The two 19-year-olds were today demonstrating what they did one night after being kicked out of a pub. Simple as that. The truck was stopped at traffic lights and looked like an easy ride home.
It was a pretty impulsive, sort of impetuous, if you like, sort of thing. Hoping to get a ride 2 blocks that way, and she was moving a bit swiftly for us. And before we knew it, we were in Ashburton.
They rode the gap between the truck's trailer units for 290 kilometres. They were very focused on not falling off and had a sobering 4 hours in the dark and the cold.
We're starting to get a bit cold by the time we're at Timaru, so we sort of made a mutual decision we'd get off at Timaru. And he was just about to stop for a light. It's just about to stop, and then it turned green just before he was about to stop, so we sort of had to push on to Ashburton.
It was there a passing motorist alerted the driver, who called the police. Police gave them a cup of Milo and a warning. They've apologised and say they were copying their regular truck-riding flatmate.
Just a few blocks from one pub to home, or one pub to another, so it's been pretty. We actually did it from Carisbrook to home. I was on the back of a bus though, so.
The pair returned to Dunedin by bus. Ashburton police, though, insisted they buy a ticket and sit inside. Today, the truck riders were warm and belted up in the back of a friend's Land Rover. Mark Price, 3 News.